What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Happy Wednesday. Everyone is having a good weekend, or had a good weekend. Let me know. All right. Oh, good to be back. Sorry I didn't end up streaming. Hey Eric, hey Kemobo. Sorry I missed the stream, guys, last night. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about my camping trip, and then you guys can tell me if I'm forgiven for not being there. So, my friends threw a rave out in Squamish, which I attended, and basically I went to sleep. The first night I went to sleep at 7 in the morning. The second night I went to sleep at 6 in the morning. And then the third night I went to sleep at 6 in the morning. And I slept probably the first 2 days. The first 2 nights I slept like maybe 3 hours between those 2 nights, and then kind of was back at it. And then on the Sunday night, so the third night, one sec. On the third night, I took a Xanax to help me sleep, and I slept from like 6 a.m. to like 7 p.m. like just completely out. I woke up and everyone had already left, and then so I had to like pack up at night in the middle of the forest, drive home, got home, passed right out, and I had Tuesday off, yesterday off, but I ended up like literally just sleeping all day and eating because I was like completely catatonic, so I just didn't have it in me to stream. So I was like very like out of it basically yesterday, so I wasn't really in a streaming place, I guess. So hopefully you guys forgive me. Today I'm gonna be working on rubrics. I actually get some good news. I have an event this weekend. So actually I have two things to announce. 3 things. So first, as many of you guys know, I was looking forward to AttackX, which is the local, kind of tournament. It was like our big GT. It's going to be happening this weekend. It got canceled due to COVID, but a bunch of us have organized a kind of alternative event called No Tack X, and so it's going to be like a 32-man GT this weekend. So I will be going there. And so I need to get these rubrics painted for this weekend, which is exciting. And then Friday, Scary Ridvin is actually in town, and he's going to come over and we're going to play a game. So I'll get to play a game against Ridvin on Sunday, or Friday, sorry. Should be fun. And then on October, like first week of October, I believe, we have the finals for the BC40K League, which I've made. So I'll get to play a game. It's going to be 16 players, 4 rounds in a single day, single elimination event. So yeah, I had an awesome time camping Kamabo. Too awesome, basically. It was literally like the most fun, but I'm just like completely exhausted. So then Sunday, first week of October, we have the finals for the RTT for the league. So basically, between today, next weekend, and the first week of October, I got a few games set up. So I'm gonna try to maybe set up my streaming for Friday against Scary. I currently have a hobby chat scheduled, But if we end up playing at my house, which I'm not sure we will, then I will try to stream the game, which should be fun. Hey, Dr. Rhino, how's it going? But I gotta get these rubrics basically finished, or at least in... I mean, they're at a point now where I could just base them and play them. They're definitely 3 colors. So I'm not worried about, like, not finishing them, but ideally I'd like them finished for this Saturday. Let me know what you guys are working on in the chat. Did you hear? I submitted my list today for the event. So we'll see how it goes. Hey Stoic, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. So I don't know, Shane. I don't know. It's either first week or second week of September. I think there's some debate as to when it's actually gonna happen, and it could get moved. But either way, I can make either week, so I'm not really worried. What's the first week of October? Is that a long weekend? Are you not playing in it, Shane? So this blue, guys, I've gone through it on the stream before, but it's basically it's nothing special. It's basically the GW 1000 Suns color, so it's like Armand blue, Armand blue, 1000 Suns blue, and then a little bit of blue horror, basically, to highlight. And then I use Drakenf Nightshade to shade it. So nothing special. But if you check one of my previous streams, you can definitely see me paint it. I haven't painted my bases yet. They're just gold from the spray right now. These are not painted. So last stream, I literally only got the trim on one rubric marine done for the whole stream. So my goal is to get slightly more than that done today. If I can get through all these rubrics trim, I'll be very happy. Or at least this part of the trim, this like first base coat. This is the base. This part takes the longest. Just can't get distracted with lots of side stuff, which is what happened last stream. So but yeah, so that's kind of my plan. I wrote a list. McDougal will be there. Alex McDougal, my co-host on Competitive Corner. So I'd expect to see him kind of in the top tables in the final. So I didn't really tech for Tyranids, but I figure I did include some tech to help me in that matchup. And obviously I'll go over my reveal, my list next Monday and the results next Monday. And obviously Alex will be there as well, so we'll both be able to talk about our event. So that should be fun. Okay. No, Hammerhead is their club Stoic. It's not the same Hammerhead games you're thinking. I think it's Hammered Heads too, because they're all drunks. So does that mean like no PAL then? I'm actually trying really hard this this weekend not to like go out, because I made a promise to myself to not go out, but already like many of my friends are like enticing me with various activities, and after last weekend's like debauchery, I really just want to stay in this weekend, but I just have no self-control, which is my problem. Does anyone else have that problem? I just have really bad FOMO, you know? Like I feel like some fun things are happening and I'm not there. And I mean, I could go out the Saturday after the GT. But then the odds of me making day 2 are incredibly slim, as Shane can attest to. I will plan though, just in case though, I'm gonna pack up my army on the Saturday and bring with me, because last time we had an event in Vancouver, or a few years ago, I got so drunk the Saturday that I ended up leaving my army at the venue and not making it into the event. So if I finish Saturday with 3-0 record, I'll definitely come back. If I lose a game, I probably will go party. Full disclosure. So we'll see what happens, but I think I'll probably end up I'm gonna try really hard to stay for the whole event, but no promises, obviously. Mogul, are you talking to me? How old I am? But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. Don't really have much to talk about today, to be honest. Like I've been kind of out of the loop a little bit, just because I've been traveling and camping and stuff like that. So is there anything you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys want to shoot the shit about? There was something controversial that I did want to talk about, though. I can't remember at this point. So, how's the people that have Warmer Plus? How are you guys finding it? Is any of you guys have Warmer Plus? Seems like their content pipeline is so slow, you know? That's why I'm like not subscribing. It seems really slow to get everything. I mean, bad mech Drakari. are always tough. They're just so good, right? Like, I'm definitely scared of Admech and Drukhari. I think this list actually does pretty good into Admech. Like, in theory it does. If you can hide and get the jump, like the gun profiles actually do pretty well to kill Admech pretty quickly. Like, Scarab Cults can do a number on Admech. So I think that it's a pretty good matchup, to be honest. But I've only really played one game with them, so it's hard to tell. I'm playing a Thousand Suns Mirror match soon on TTS for the World Team Championship, Team Canada. So we have a bunch of scrimmage games, practice games set up against like one half of the team versus the other half of the team. So I'll definitely stream that when I play that. So that should be interesting. I think that'll be about, I don't know. We'll see how that game goes. Yeah. The Loyalist Primarch, probably personally Lehman Russ. I think he's got like the coolest like he seems I mean obviously Lionel Johnson is like out there. He's in the rock basically asleep. So him returning would be like make sense. He's the only one we really know the location of, besides like of all the Primarchs. But I would really like Lehman Russ to kind of come back from the Eye of Terror, all like Wolfen. Like he's got all Wolfen, and he's like super old man, big beard, like old man Russ basically. I think that'd be really cool. Like head of the 13th Company or something like that. He's been fighting in the Eye of Terror for like 10,000 years or something. But Lionel Johnson makes the most sense to me because he's the one that's like most, like, he's obviously been referenced to being in the rock and like being in stasis. So that would make the most sense to me as far as like you wouldn't have to come up with like a huge backstory about where he's been because we all know he's been. The Khan and what's his name? Korax, they're both also like kind of lost in the Eye of Terror, so they could come back. The only ones that really can't come back are like Ferrus Manus and Sanguinius because they're dead. Basically all the other Loyalist Primarchs, they're of unknown like location, you know? So it makes sense for any of them to come back. Realistically, you could basically come up with any story for those ones to come back. It wouldn't be too hard. Valdor? Who said Valdor's gone anywhere? Go read the Penitent and go read Penitent and Pariah, Dan Abnett, third part of the Eisenhorn trilogy, with and you'll learn a lot about Valdor, his whereabouts. But and then the third book coming up, Pandemonium, is the third book in the series, so that'll probably resolve his whereabouts. But Valdor's around. So I'm hoping the thing to understand though is those books are actually set like 400 years before current time. So like who knows what happens to him since then. Like he might get defeated or killed or whatever in like the third book, but obviously like Eisenhorn and like Ravener is dead in the lore. both Ravenor and Eisenhorn have both passed away. So it's not like they're they're like 400 years ago is when their story set. No, but it's awesome for that. I think that's what makes it awesome, Shane. It reminds me of like a crime fighting squad, you know? Hey, Mubin, how's it going? It's kind of like it. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like almost a not true crime, but like a detective novel. That's right. Like it's almost like a detective story, right? So I like it. I was really sad that like obviously it's the end of the series. I need to re-listen to Ravenor though, because I re-listened to the Eisenhorn trilogy recently, and I just forgot how good it was. But I have so many audiobooks. Like I have Mortis I'm still finishing. I have 2 books left in the Armin series I'm finishing. I have Godblight that I need to finish. I have the whole Fabius Bile trilogy, which I need to finish. So I'm behind on my audiobooks because I just haven't been really like reading them, listening to them. You know? Oh, you haven't read Eisenhorn? Damn. Eisenhorn trilogy's good, man. Because you also learn in that trilogy how Ravenor becomes Ravenor, right? Like he's not always he hasn't always been in the chair. He was once like a normal inquisitor, and in Eisenhorn trilogy he becomes like he gets mangled and put in the chair. So you learn that whole story. It's basically one of the scene that it happens is still to this day one of my favorite like. One of my favorite, like, I don't want to say scenes, I guess. But yeah, well, I don't want to say anything, Brian, because he hasn't read it, so I'm not trying to spoil it. But the scene where it happens, it's basically like how do I say this without spoiling it? The whole like time when it happens is probably one of my favorite like scenes of all 40K. Because it's like, it's such a cool thing that happens, and it's like so crazy, it's like so epic, the circumstances, and it's one of my favorite like passages of any of the 40K books. It's one of those ones where like I literally had to read it twice because like you don't believe what's happening as it happens, and you're like, it's like kind of those it's one of those like holy shit moments in a book. Yeah, I remember reading it and then reading it again, the whole section, because it was like that. It was that sick. Hey, I finished a Marine. I've already done more lining than the last stream, so I'm already ahead. Yeah, down it's really good. I really like ADB though, and Graham McNeil. Those are like my other 2 favorites. I really need to read the Gaunt's Ghost though, because everyone was saying Gaunt's Ghost is really good, but I've never read those. What do you guys think? Do you guys like Gaunt's Ghosts? Have you guys read them? I don't know. I just was never really interested in like just regular guardsmen, I guess. Something kind of boring about them. What is that? Gaunt's Ghosts? Yeah, we'll see. I'm just really far behind on all the audiobooks, and it's like, it's super hard to, you know, when you think of an audiobook like 12, 13 hours, that's a lot of time, right? But we'll see. I'm interested for, I'm excited for the next Horus Heresy book. Warhawk. I think we talked about it on last stream. It's gotten some really good reviews so far. So that should be fun. But, yeah, I'm excited for my games. Thousand Suns, I mean, we'll see how they do. There's certain matchups that they're really good into, but, like, I'm interested to see how the Drukhari matchup goes. You know? I'm interested to see how the, because I bet you all face Drukhari. Marines they do really good into. Anything power armor they do really good into, like Necrons too. Admech and Drukhari, like, they're strong, but they don't have any psychic defense, which kind of hurts me a little bit because I can't take my one secondary that's like super strong against people with psychic armies. But it's not the end of the world. I need to read the Primarch books. I think I just picked up Fulgrim too. I really liked the Alfarius one by Mike Brooks. It's pretty cool because it kind of shows you. It's like it reveals a lot of new stuff about Alfarius and Omegon, and it like there are some things I was very surprised of in that book. Like well, I won't spoil it, but it's pretty good book. Yeah, I have Fulgrim. Yeah, I do have To the Last built in my list. So, because of the fact that yeah, because of the fact that Wrath of Magnus doesn't work all the time. I do have it to the last option, which is pretty good. Competitive, I think, for sure. I mean, we'll see. I doubt Scary is gonna play a fluffy game with me. Where else is there to play in Vancouver? Like, does this Strategies have 4x6 tables? Because Highgate's closed, right? For games? Yeah, I think I eventually want to read all the Primarch books, but it's just a matter of time, you know? But we'll see. Is Hammer Time open, Shane, for games? I just don't trust the Hammer Time because it's always like weird hours and it's always fucking closed. Like, where can I play a game on a Friday night? I'll probably just get him to play at my place. It's easiest. Yeah. I have a home table, so I just feel like everything's gonna get shut down again soon, so at some point. You know? But I think we'll just play here. Easiest doesn't require me to go anywhere too. I think he's recording with Play on Tabletop on Friday too. Or on Thursday. Oh man, this trim is like so painful, guys. You have no idea. You're not a Chaos player and haven't painted 1000 Suns trim. You just don't even know the pain. It's like literally like the amount of trim I've painted in my life is like disgusting. Enough to drive a man mad, you know? I think I'm gonna paint after this though. Character though, because I'm kind of done with Rubrics for now. But I have 10 Scarab Cult Terminators still in the box too. So maybe those, but those are, I remember the first 10 Scarab Cults I painted took me so long because I just was like, I was getting through them so slowly. But I did them the red scheme because I was tired of painting blue. Like I did the enable scheme. So these ones, I think these ones are gonna do blue. I'm gonna paint, I got 2 of the Castellix robots or whatever from 30k coming. I'm gonna be using them on as halberds converted. And I'm tempted to do them candy red. Yeah, I have 30 Zangor, man, I feel you. The rubric bombs I think is good. The problem is getting them there, like, if you don't play Cult of Time or Cult of Duplicity, it's kind of like, I mean, Dreadclaws are good, Drop Pods, Dreadclaws are good, the drill is good, I think, too. So it's not a bad choice to put one in your list, but I don't know, I just feel like the Dreadclaw feels like it's quite expensive, and the drill is good too, but obviously it can't come in turn 1. So I think just figuring out how you're going to get them there, because if you're not playing Duplicity, I mean, I guess you could Dark Matter Crystal them turn 1. But I think I like them in Duplicity because you can basically put them somewhere, delete a unit, and then like teleport them off somewhere else and delete another unit, you know? So if you're smart about how you position them, you can basically put it so there's like not much that can get them back. So you just kind of obliterate with whatever's within 12. And then in the psychic phase, the next turn, you basically get them the fuck out of there. And go do the same thing somewhere else, you know? So I like that idea. But Duplicity, I feel like it's a bit of a, like, it's good. I don't know. My problem with Duplicity is Thousand Suns really need to play like a close game with everything quite together. And you gotta be really smart about, I think like the temptation with Duplicity is to like throw a unit out in the middle of nowhere and it just dies. So I think the strength of Duplicity isn't actually like launching things across the table, but just like moving things closer to the enemy. Hey, Master Light Curl. Yeah, the problem with Rhinos though is like, I gotta get out before, right? So the nice thing about the drill and and Rhinos have to physically move, right? I'm not saying they're bad, it's just I think people think it's like easier than it is to like operate that whole. Yeah, exactly, Pug. Like for me the teleport spell is good, but like I think there's this temptation to like throw a unit up in the middle of nowhere and just like launch it into you know, launch it into the middle of nowhere, but like I don't think that's a good use of it, you know? Why is it so strong with the Ori? Why do you say that, Dr. Dutz? Yeah, but I don't understand. Oh, you mean with the D3 redeploy? The problem with the redeploy, though, in my opinion, is like it's a one-time only warlord trait. So once you've done that redeploy, you don't get any benefit from it for the rest of the game. Like I'd much rather have a warlord trait where I'd much rather have him redeploy to a place where, sorry, I'd much rather use my warlord trait on something that I'm gonna get benefit from the whole game. You know what I'm saying? The redeploy is nice, but like, just deploy properly. You don't need it. It just feels like a wasted warlord trait, right? In my opinion. Yeah, and if you go second, it's like not, it's even less useful. Sorry, it's useful if you go second, but like you end up just using it defensively and like trying to fix a position, I guess. Yeah, but Death Guard is not... I don't think Death Guard's a threat in general. You know? The mortal wounds just destroy the damage resistance. Most of their stuff is AP 0. Like, all their bolters are AP 0. The Plague Bridge Crawlers are going to be out of line of sight anyway, so you're not going to be able to see them. Thing is, like, we don't have much high damage stuff to begin with. Like, besides the Volcons and the like Forge Fiends, like most of our guns are damage 1 anyways. So it's like the benefit you're getting in a lot of the matchups isn't actually that great either. I'll definitely try it out in a match, but I guess I just don't. Given like there's so many good relics, for me it feels like there's better relics that are more useful in more matchups. Because for me, like Dark Matter Crystal is an auto take every game. Like you have to take it. I don't agree with anyone that doesn't take it. Athenian Scrolls are basically a must take, in my opinion. And then like that leaves like one relic slot, right? Are Soulburner Decimators worth it? I mean, they're kind of a ho-hum in all lists except like the Iron Warrior list. +1 a hit. Personally, I think like you have enough mortal wounds. For the like 160 points you're spending, you're better off with, like a Volkite. It's almost like too much mortal wounds, you know? But, I mean, I'm sure there's a list you could build with them. I just think there's better things for the points. Personally. Not really. 4. Yeah, you can make 4. With the, Dotante. Although there is some argument over like how that relic works, and I'm pretty stubborn on my interpretation, so yeah, not really. Custodes died until like Weight of Fire too, you know? Yeah, I agree, Movin. I'm with you. 100%. It makes no sense otherwise. Man, I'm so brain dead, guys. Sorry I'm like quiet today. It's just like I just had a long work day, and that's why the stream started a little late. I had to drop off some stuff, and my brain's just fried. The weekend. That's why I need to take a weekend off of like partying and stuff, because I just need to rest my body. My plan is not to touch alcohol until next weekend. I ate dinner, guys. I had McDonald's, which felt gross. But I'm like hungover basically, and I'm hungry again. I feel like my body's just like trying to eat. Oh god, why? Well, I was falling asleep driving home because I was so tired, and I stopped for a Coke, and they also had spicy chicken nuggets, so I obviously got those. Gotta try the spicy chicken nuggets, man. You know, a McDonald's is good here and there. Sometimes I crave it. Spicy chicken nuggets, though, like, not really spicy, gotta say. They're like white person spicy. Although, after the fucking hot sauce eating contest at Charity Hammer, I don't find much spicy these days. No, man, you guys hate too much. I'm a chef. Like, I have a appreciation for food, but I appreciate a dirty McDick once in a while. Sometimes it's got a time and a place, you know, when you're really hungover. Can't appreciate that. You don't have In-N-Out in fucking Canada? What are you talking about? If we had an In-N-Out here, trust me, I'd get it. Although it's a slightly overrated, but we don't have In-N-Out in Canada. Shake Shack's better anyways. When I go to Vegas in 3 weeks for LVTT, I'm definitely having some In-N-Out. Is anyone here going to the Las Vegas team tournament? I don't know if I'll get these guys done in time for Saturday, like fully done. I definitely get them like, probably get the armor trim done and the base is done. And then, I mean, there's not much left after that, to be honest. Tabards, obviously. Well, we'll see. It'll depend on how far I get tonight. Making pretty good progress. But it's just so slow on this fucking trim, man. Because I got it. This is only the first of 3 highlights, right? So I do this kind of base coat. I go back with 2 more colors to highlight on the trim. So it's like basically paint the trim 3 times. And then I gotta go back with some shading and like reshade all the like the bolts and stuff. So it's quite time consuming. What's TYC? Posture Cabers? Honestly, like, no offense. And this is like maybe a little bit of hate to the local community. I like Toss Your Cabers from like, because it's a charity event, so that's cool. But like, people are way too obsessed with it like it's some sort of like amazing 40k event. It's not. It's a bad 40k event. Highlander, 1,000 points or 1,200 points, that's a dumb format. I'm sorry. And so everyone that gets hyped for it as a 40k event is dumb. If you're hyped because it's a charity event, cool. But like, people get way too hyped for it for something that's just like what I think is a stupid format. And they're like it's like the greatest event in Vancouver, you know? And everyone's like super worried about like what they're gonna take. It's like, it's a fucking 1,200 point tournament or a 1,000 point tournament Highlander. Like it's not some like masterful, you know, it's not some like big brain event. Just take some nonsense. Maybe that makes me a curmudgeon because I'm hating on the charity event, but yeah, but like I can just donate money. I don't really care. Not that I don't care about charity events, but like the format makes me not want to go support it because it's a shitty format. That's what I'm saying. If it was a proper 2,000 point event, I'd be more hyped. I just don't care about a 1,000 point charity event, to be honest. That's Highlander format. Where are you taking your death card, Brian? Fuck, is it weird that I'm hungry? I literally ate that McDonald's and I'm fucking still hungry. Okay, I'll be back. One sec. Alright, I'm eating. I hope that doesn't offend anyone. I'm starving. I'm gonna crush this quick. I ordered curry last night from this place called Indian, like spicy 6 Indian. It's so good. Alright. I'm back. Sorry. See, Brian, thanks for tuning in, man. I think 2 is too many just because 3 is too many, sorry, because they cost a lot of command points. Personally. I think, like, there's better options for the points. The problem with Volkites is if you run into... They're quite, like, streaky, I guess. So, yeah, they're good, but, like... If you run into, say... somebody with high armor... And you don't roll 6s, which sometimes can happen. I've had Volkites basically roll no 6s before. It can be pretty field bads when, like, your whole shooting phase does nothing. Plus, they're resilient, but they're not that resilient. Like, the -1 damage is nice, but, like, against, like, 3 damage weapons, they go down pretty quick. They only have 9 wounds, right? So against certain armies, like multi-meltas and stuff, they go down pretty quick. Dark Lances. 2 Dark Lances could realistically pick up a Dreadnought turn, right? So that's the problem with them. So I wouldn't go more than 2, personally. I'd maybe go like 2, and then 2 Hellbrutes. Hey, Aesthetics, how's it going? Welcome. I think 2 Hellbrutes, like 2 multi-multi Hellbrutes with this, I think is nice. I think there's some play there because they're so cheap, right? And now that multi-multers are heavy too, it just makes them a lot better. But I'm not sure. I think in the end, like the thing with Contemptors too is like, you know they're gonna go up in points, right? It's chapter approved. Like there's no way they stay their points. Ideally they drop everything else because I think the other options are too expensive. But my feeling is that they're gonna go up probably at least 10 points. And if you kind of buy too many, like I currently have well, let's see, I have so many Contemptors, but I actually have different weapon options for them. The sad part is that Contemptors are better than regular Dreadnoughts, you know? I wish they weren't, but it's kind of like feel badsies. Yeah, the Chain Fist is good. The problem is in Thousand Suns, like, I like the Chain Fist personally because, like, the problem is you can't warp time them anymore, which means they're kind of hard to get into position. So it's a real shame how they've nerfed warp time to like not work on vehicles and like other things. If you could still warp time them, like the Emperor's Children one with warp time and Honor the Prince is really money. It can like get across the board pretty quick. But the Thousand Suns one is not as great. Yeah, exactly. I personally think for me, like, the problem is like, Thousand Suns don't need damage at short range. Like, yeah, they don't have a ton of melee, but they have enough melee that like you're gonna have some options. What they really lack is like a reason for the enemy to come to you into your kill zone. So for me, it's about like putting in units that like force the enemy to you and not you to the enemy. And for that reason, I feel like a shooting Hellbrute is much better. Plus, I like the Power Scourge. It just gives it so many attacks. But personally, I would probably just go with double gun, maybe. I think it's probably like the best bet. We'll see though. I wanna play lists with like, I don't know, triple Hellbrute could be fun. Multi Scorch Brutes? What's a Scorch Brute? But yeah, we'll see. I need to play more games, guys, to be honest. I've played so few games. Like, I've theory crafted a lot, but I haven't actually gotten that many games in. This weekend I'll get some in, so should be fun. I'm a little nervous though. It's gonna be my first event since February outside of Charity Hammer. So, see how I do. Yeah, I don't know how well that'll work. Right now, my while we stand targets are my Terminator brick and then 2 characters. But the problem with Terminators is like they're 200 points, even just the minimum size. So like as soon as you take them, they're while we stand. Did they, Vivi? Well, I haven't been to Raven, Mexico since January, so in my defense. But I'd like to go to Mexico again. Which episode was that? Hey, David. Welcome to stream, man. I don't know which episode that was. Who said that? Frankie? Sounds like something Frankie would say, Vivi. He was always on top of me for my partying. Up my ass. Guys, as always, if you guys enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe. Throw me a sub on Twitch or YouTube Prime or whatever. I know today's hobby chat's a bit boring. I'm not super energized today because of my weekend was pretty intense for those that missed the first part of the stream, and I'm pretty exhausted right now, so that's why I didn't stream yesterday. Normally I have a bit more to talk about, but I've been in the woods raving for 4 days. Probably slept like 3 hours, so I'm just a little bit beat, and yeah, it means I'm not as talkative as I usually am. So hopefully that doesn't ruin anyone's life. Oh, that's cool, David. Thank you. Yeah, I don't broadcast my hobby streams. Like I don't. But we will be back next week with full slot of shows. It's kind of weird though. Like as we get into winter, and like my summer travels will be a slightly less. I think I'll probably be streaming a bit more consistently anyways. So I'm really thinking about what kind of content I want to do going into the winter. Probably do a few more YouTube videos, like actual edited videos, once I have a bit more time. Yeah, I basically my year before LDO, I was like MIA for a while, just really busy with life basically. Enjoying my life basically. Don't regret it one bit. All right. Yeah, aesthetics. Oh shit. Oops. Yeah, editing is a big time sink, but you know, people like different types of content, you know? Personally, just from all the editing I've done, like I've done 3 YouTube videos now edited. Big part of it was teaching myself, right? I wanted to learn how to do it. But yeah, it was a huge amount of time. And I don't know if it's worth it in the end for me. Like, I think I need to figure out what kind of content I want to do. Painting videos are a huge amount of editing. So personally, I don't know if I want to do any more painting videos, but I think I could do like commentary videos or like kind of like one-off. Hey, thanks for the subscription, Kratesburg. I think I could do David. I think I could do like one-off like commentary videos or like news videos or just things that are more like curated content, I guess, like on certain subjects, without it being too bad, I guess. So maybe I'll try that. I just got to figure out what I want to talk about, you know? And I just need time, right? Like I work full time. I work full time, so I've thought about doing streaming too. Oh, thanks, man. All right. Next up, next gold. Yeah, dude, like I did, David, so like my first painting video, learning how to edit. First, I had to learn how to edit. Then I had to film it. Like just the filming of a video, because I'm filming, painting a model. So like normally to paint a model might take 8-10 hours. And I'm filming that. So it's like 8 to 10 hours just to film the painting. And then it's like probably the same amount of time to at least to edit it. But then it's like adding soundtrack, adding cuts, effects, graphics. Like it's a lot of time. And when I think about why I did it, it was more for my own like learning, I guess. But it's like, is that the content I want to be doing? So, and I work full time, so. All right. And right now I'm especially busy with work. Like I'm off-site right now, my job, so I'm working longer hours than normal. So it's especially difficult right now, but come the winter, I do want to get better at editing though, and Photoshop as well. Like those are things I want to learn how to do. So I think they're good skills to have. I've been practicing Photoshop for like my friends, like making them promo posters for like raves and stuff. So that's been fun. But it's definitely like a lot of work, right? So this is thankfully this stage of the highlighting is a lot faster because it's like less surface area to highlight. And obviously I'm not highlighting like underneath and stuff. So I think this will go a lot faster. That first highlight over the base coat and the wash is like the most painful one, you know? Once you get to this stage, I think it goes pretty fast. So yeah, I mean, kind of. Like, that lasts for a little bit. Whenever I paint a new unit, I like to play with it. So, oftentimes, I might put something on my list that's, like, not optimal. So, I want to play with it. just to see how it is. Like I painted, I don't know, Magnus is a good example, right? He's not exactly the best choice, but I definitely love the way I painted him. My Bellacore is obviously, he's good, so that was easy to include. But definitely, like, it was nice to include him in a list. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's natural, though. I think everyone kind of goes through that. You paint something really cool and you want to play with it. I mean, ultimately, as much as I am competitive, I am a hobbyist first, I'd say. And so, painting models and playing with my cool models is like fun for me more than winning sometimes. Yeah. I always thought about doing custodes. I have a really cool like scheme in my head for like how I do them. And because it's such a small model count army, I thought I would do I could just like bust off an army quick, but I'll probably wait for the new book, which is rumored to be in January. I don't know, I just like, even my Marines, my Soul Drinkers, I've like barely played with them and I really have no interest in playing them. I almost considered selling them, but every time I sell an army I end up regretting it. And I don't think I'll get a good deal for the amount of time I put into them and work. It's kind of like my pandemic army. So if someone wanted to make me a big offer on it, I'd sell them probably. Yeah, my Soul Drinkers, I love the army, like, I love it. I love my Soul Drinkers army. The problem is I just don't like Space Marines. I just don't want to play Space Marines right now. You have no interest in me. So I'm more interested in playing my Chaos. Plus, like, the Soul Drinkers that I have painted are, like, basically the, like, I have quite a bit painted, but, like, it's like the old Iron Hands and, Centurion Raven Guard list. So it's, like, I have, like, 60 Intercessors. I have, some, yeah, like, 60 Intercessors. I have, like, 24 Centurions painted. So, like, the list itself is not good. I got to pin up a bunch of the new units, basically. Like, I don't have any Eradicators. I have one Eradicator painted. But for me to get it to the point where it's, like, competitive, I just have to paint too much. And I just don't want to invest that time in the army right now. I'd much rather invest that time into, like, new Thousand Suns and getting my Chaos up to snuff. Plus, I have a bunch of commission work that is Space Marines as well to do. And that's kind of my priority before more Space Marines of my own. Yeah, 24 cents. I mean, to be fair, six of them are shooty ones. But yeah, I have 18 Assault Centurions. And like, that was when they were good, undercosted. and really, really good. But like by the time I finished painting them, I basically never got to play them. Because I started them in like October, and then by the time I finished painting them, they'd already been nerfed. So it was like, cool. Lots of feel bads. Painted the sponge, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I painted marines in all sorts of different ways. Like dip, I've done like dry brush, I've tried edge highlighting, airbrush. I painted the like cylindrical method, I guess, like the not non-metallic metal, but like basically the volumes method, where you like paint like the volumes of the greaves. I don't know if that makes sense. If you check out my Ragnar Blackmane conversion on my Instagram, you can see what I'm talking about. So it's kind of painted like volumetric, I guess best way to describe it. It's very time consuming though. Yeah. It's cool. It looks really cool, but like, I don't know. It's cool in like character figures, but across a whole army, it's kind of, it seems like mental to me. It just takes so long. But like some people, that's some people, right? Like they dedicate, they just paint like one model at a time. And it takes them ages to paint an army. Like I'm a pretty fast painter. I'm like an army painter, and although I can dial that up and paint at a very high quality if I want to, and take lots of time. I kind of choose a nice balance of like time and effort, I guess. So I actually want to play with games, right? Like I don't want to be painting forever. All right, guys, with that last highlight, I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna kind of finish these on my own. I just, I'm a little bit faster off stream because I'm not so distracted and I really need to get these guys done. So tune in on tomorrow night. I'll show you guys, sorry, no stream tomorrow night, but Friday I'll be doing, I might be streaming with Scary, a game. So stay tuned for that. Let me see if I'll hopefully get my stream set up. If not, I will posting a schedule for next week on Friday. And I will catch you guys next week. So thanks for tuning in, guys.